Rafter is indeed strange and delightful. Do you not find it so? In all my many travels, I have seen no place like it.
You've traveled a lot, then?
I have, but that is not so unusual for a walrus. Those of us who seek excellence, who pursue mastery in our chosen field, must undertake a great pilgrimage. And mine has brought me here.
I don't know much about walrus culture.
Oh, then I shall be glad to teach you. My homeland is a remote place marked by its harsh climate. we are welcoming of outsiders, yet they receive few visitors. And so we take it upon ourselves to send our best and brightest out into the larger world as emissaries and pilgrims. We travelers are charged with a great and holy purpose. We are meant to spread our expertise far and wide. To dedicate ourselves to service in foreign lands as a path to self-improvement and enlightenment. Some of us have devoted ourselves to medicine, some of us philosophy, while others have created artworks of such indescribable beauty, you would weep to look upon them.
And that's why you're here? To share your artistic talent?
You are correct. My pilgrimage has brought me to Rafta's shores, and here I shall remain until I have created a masterpiece. But to create something more remarkable than the land itself, this will be a challenge. People will tell you that Rafta is a wild place, chaotic. But in fact, the opposite is true. For this island was built with intention. It was shaped by the hand of a powerful witch. Maven carved out the mountains. She charted the course of the rivers. The very flora and fauna have their origins in her lab.
She had the right idea. I see the appeal of having a whole island to play with.
I do as well! For the grander the canvas, the greater the impact. This, then, is what Rafta means to me. It is a living artwork. Upon its every surface, I see the mark of its maker.
I like a guy who knows what he likes. You're very passionate, aren't you?
Oh, I cannot hide my enthusiasm for such topics, and I think that I should. Enthusiasm is like love or beauty. It is not diminished when it is shared.
I'll try to remember that when I'm back at the shop.
Routine can make it difficult, I know, but we must do all we can to muster enthusiasm for the beauty that is all around us. This is what travel teaches us in the end, to look around with hungry eyes, to truly see a place, and to find joy in all that is different and strange and new.
Thank you for accompanying me on this little adventure, Sylvia.
Sure. Although, I'm not sure how much adventure we'll find in the marketplace.
Don't you know? Adventure can be found anywhere. For that matter, so can loot. And I have a feeling Rafta's marketplace is a treasure trove just waiting to be discovered. I realize a shopping day is probably old hat to you, but it's something I've rarely had a chance to experience.
How is it possible you've avoided shopping for so long?
Well, that's the thing about money. In some ways, it opens up the whole world for you. But in another sense, it makes your world very, very small. As a youth, I rarely left my family estate, unless it was to visit another family's estate. And why would we leave? All our needs were provided for, and not just our needs. Our every whim was catered to by servants who fairly tripped over themselves to please us. Forget errands. I didn't even clip my own nails before coming to Rafta.
There must be a part of you that misses that life.
Not at all. I'll always choose novelty over comfort and familiarity. And today, that means seeing all the market has to offer. Only there's a catch. I'm on a budget! Isn't it thrilling?
My heart is beating faster. But I'm not sure it's because of the budget.
I'd like to say I always have that effect on shopping partners. But you're my first. Oh, what's that over there? This looks intriguing. Instant coffee. Huh, how convenient. Interesting. It's sort of, gritty on my tongue. I never thought of coffee having mouthfeel before. Wow! I have to have it. Look at that! 4-in-1 soap, Sylvia! A single elixir that functions as shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and toothpaste! It does it all!
A modern marvel for sure. If only I'd thought of it first.
Oh, if only you had! You'd be the envy of this whole town. I have to imagine this will bring good cheer to the guild hall. A minty, fresh morale boost! But that will be my final purchase of the day. I am out of cash. Despite my judicious use of those paper leaflets I got in the mail, coupons, was it? I was impressed by those. So impressed, in fact, I had one made up just for you.
Hey, I can definitely use this.
I hope you will, Sylvia. Come and see me at the guild hall soon. Assuming I can make my way back there while weighed down with all my purchases.
I hope you're taking care of your vocal cords, Sylvia.
I can't say I've given it much thought.
You should. It's another similarity between us troubadours and traders. We both use our voices a lot. And believe me, we catch more flies with honeyed tones.
I'll learn to love my larynx.
Good. Maybe we should start by going someplace more quiet. Guildhall's livelier than ever. And all crowds are good for business. It'd be good to be able to chat without straining our voice boxes.
I like getting you all to myself. World's greatest backstage pass.
You don't need a pass, Sylvia. You're a lifetime VIP. Come on, let's get out of here.
Now this is a view.
Isn't it just? I've been coming up here to write, whenever I can sneak away for a few minutes. And the song, it's going good, Sylvia. Really good. Probably expecting too much, but I sort of feel like it could be important, if that makes sense. Storytelling is powerful. Storytelling set to music. It makes people feel things. And that's some potent magic. At least, it is when you get it right. Speaking of which, this story needs conflict. Which type should it be?
Internal conflict. The best heroes are those who have to overcome their flaws.
And in the end, we're all our own worst enemies, right? Sounds smart to me. I'll see what I can come up with. And, well, I hope you know how much I appreciate your willingness to be part of my process like this. It means a lot.
Hey, I'm happy to help out.
You really mean that, don't you? You want to know the secret to being a good songwriter? It takes more than having a sense for lyrics or rhythm. You've got to notice things. You've got to see people. I noticed you the moment I walked into your shop, and I haven't been able to stop looking since. What really caught my eye was your kindness. You were kind to me before you even realized who I was. I don't know if you know how rare that is. So, if I could be a little bold here, I'd really like to date you, assuming you like what you see.
Oh, I like what I see. And I love what I'm hearing.
Wow, really? You mean it? That's amazing, Syl. We're gonna be so good together.
I tend to agree. We're both forces to be reckoned with. And even if we're from two different worlds, it feels like we're coming from the same place.
Truer words, Syl. You inspire me. You make me want to sing. I hope you like sappy music. There's just so much sappy music coming your way.
Do you mean right this minute? Because I'm sort of in the mood to be serenaded.
Oh, are you? Well, good news. I think that can be arranged.
Have we not worked hard in recent days, Sylvia? Do we not wear perspiration upon our brows?
We have. We do.
Right you are! And it is therefore time for that most delightful of all breaks. An ice cream break!
I am so on board with this.
It is an odd combination, I know, but I find the complementary colors nearly as enjoyable as the treat itself.
Interesting. I don't usually think about the colors.
A snack is best when it engages all our senses, and I know of what I speak. I do not like to brag, but my people have elevated ice cream to an art form. Not merely in taste, but in presentation. Each scoop is a mathematically perfect sphere. Anything less is tossed to the dogs. Not that I am complaining about Rafta's offerings, of course. Ice cream is a marvel, even if these scoops are slightly oblate. It is strange, though, the things that make me think suddenly of home. Tell me, Sylvia, are you ever homesick?
Sure. It's only natural when you've started over in a new place.
Indeed! This is just one more thing we have in common, you and I. And yet, I may feel my connection to home a bit more keenly than most. For a walrus carries with him the voices of his ancestors.
What do you mean?
I mean just what I say. Our honored ancestors never leave us, although their mortal forms expire. They live on within us always. They guide us to our great works. They speak to us, and in doing so, offer an inexhaustible wellspring of inspiration!
Wow. That must come in handy.
It is the ultimate purpose of my pilgrimage. I must live and breathe my craft so that I reach a heightened spiritual state in which my ancestors may guide me in the creation of a singular work of such majesty. It leaves the world changed forevermore! Ha ha ha! It is for this reason that I work so hard. And yet always am keeping one ear to my muscles.
Your muscles.
Indeed, for that is where the ancestors reside. They give guidance not just through words, but through augmenting my natural strength each and every day.
Your ancestors must have been very impressive. I mean, look at those muscles.
Nay, I bid you look at them. Look and dare not blink! And thus I hope that you can understand my pursuit of superior artistry, although fervent, is not a matter of ego or avarice. It is, for me, a spiritual endeavor. I put a piece of myself in my every creation.
It's less spiritual for me, but I definitely put my heart into my work.
Then let your customers know. Let them understand that you stand by your craftsmanship, and that you can speak to the individual qualities of each and every potion you create.
I could talk about potion craftsmanship all day. But I'm also happy to admire the artistry of this ice cream.
Truly, it is well done! Ha ha ha! And I cannot help but think the taste is further elevated by the quality of your company. Sylvia, it is good that you are here today. Are you not, after all, a mistress of mixology?
As a matter of fact, I am.
That is excellent, for I have great need of your talents. Come, let us bring color to this gray world. I wish to make a particular shade of purple. If you'll do the stirring, I'll provide the pigment. A plum color. Far too much red. Periwinkle? I fear we have overcorrected. Heather! Lavender! Ah, boysenberry! I only want Marv, Sylvia! Marv! Is this too much to ask?
Maybe we should ask someone for a ratio.
Yes. Yes, of course! To continue down this path would be folly! But though Marv has eluded me, I shall not despair! For there is birdsong on the air, a hint of blooming flowers upon the wind, and... Oh, Sylvia! I am sorry, but I cannot continue this charade. Truth is, I am unhappy this day.
We all have our down days. I'm sorry you're having one now.
Your compassion is the very balm my soul has been craving.
So, what's got you down? I'm guessing this is about more than the paint.
It is the work, Sylvia. The work weighs heavily upon me.
The work?
The great work! The masterpiece to which I am steered by my ancestors! It is at an impasse. I feel directionless and, well... I had thought to make a request of you, but I find myself hesitant to even give it voice.
You're cute when you're shy. I like the softer side of you.
Oh, Sylvia, if you intend to see me blush... Well, you will find your efforts thwarted by my magnificent mustache!
Form and function. That's so you.
I feel very seen in this moment, and it is exhilarating. But, back to the subject at hand, yes? Sylvia, I wonder if you would be willing to view my great work in progress. Under normal circumstances, I would never share a piece before it is done. However, I feel that your reaction as a fellow creator could be instrumental in guiding my next step.
Wow. No pressure.
Prepare yourself for an aesthetic assault upon the senses, the likes of which Rafta has never seen. Prepare yourself for Untitled! So, what do you think?
It says so much about modern walrus life. The tension between modernity and tradition. Quite a daring statement, actually.
Yes! Yes! That's what I was going for! Obviously! Still, it is only just beginning to take shape. The important thing for now is that I must not lose heart. There are always moments of doubt along the way, but in art, the only true mistake is to produce nothing. Now please, accept this token of my gratitude for your appraisal.
Hey, now that's a thing of beauty. Thanks, Muktuk. And thanks for sharing your work in progress. I can't wait to see how it shapes up.
Wait, you must! For genius cannot be rushed.
What was the name of that cheese that I liked?
Sylvia! I'm glad to catch you before business hours. I won't keep you long. I'm here as a professional courtesy in my capacity as host and sponsor for the competition. I know how quickly rumors spread in this town. Perhaps you've already heard about last night's break-in at the guild hall.
No, I hadn't. Is everyone okay?
All is well. In the end, no one was hurt and nothing was taken. But there is some indication that the intruder was attempting to steal the rare ingredient we've set aside as part of the grand prize.
The Maven Bloom?
The very same. It's why I wanted you to hear this from me. As a finalist, you're doubtless eager to know that the prizes remain secure. And I can assure you that they do! I take the matter seriously. As we speak, I have Corsac laying traps, and I've already commissioned a devilishly clever lockbox from Saffron. Quinn is even going to set up a curse. I'm not entirely clear on what it does, but for what they're charging, it must be rather nasty.
Wow, you're definitely going all out.
In truth, this isn't the first attempt that's been made. Someone has been testing the limits of our wards ever since the Maven Bloom was brought back from Maven's castle. I should have realized before now that's what they were after. With each passing day, we're having more success sending heroes out into the wasteland. The spoils have been impressive. Yet, that Maven Bloom sample remains one of a kind.
I hope your heroes are taking precautions out there. You wouldn't want anyone to get, I don't know, transmogrified into an animal or anything.
Transmogrified? The imagination on you. But you needn't worry. My people are highly trained, and the radiation that's inundated the place has diminished significantly over recent months. It seems the land is finally recovering from the fallout of that historic battle.
I'd love to know what really happened all those years ago.
Wouldn't we all? But Robin was the only surviving witness, and he was so traumatized by the experience that he's only been able to share scant details. He wasn't even a trained squire. Did you know that? He was just a local orphan, conscripted by the heroes after the Kraken battle. They needed a guide, and Robin was drafted into the role. It would never happen today, not on my watch. I mean, the impact on liability insurance premiums alone? It's nothing short of a miracle the poor child managed to walk all the way back to town in the wake of the disaster. He picked up the lizard on the way, you know. It's why he's so firmly attached to it.
He's generally a nice guy, though, right? He got a little rude the other day.
Well, no one gets to be that successful without having a strong competitive streak.
That reminds me. If Robin is competing this time, who's judging the competition?
Not to worry. I have someone lined up already. You'll like him. He is ethically unimpeachable, a public-speaking dynamo with his finger on the very pulse of the market. Furthermore, he's graceful and lithe, with perfectly coiffed blue hair, frankly surprising upper body strength, a nice smile.
You're obviously talking about yourself right now.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I knew you'd be back. And I know why you're sticking around, too. I'm very good at reading all 6 human emotional states. Angry, sad, sleepy, hungry, dopey, and envious. That look of plaintive need says it all. You obviously want to be a blood brother.
Yeah, sign me up. I'll be a blood brother.
That's what I like to hear. But I'm afraid that's gonna be a hard pass from us.
What? How come?
We don't just let anybody into our crew. That's how you get fleas. But we'll keep an eye on you. Maybe you've got what it takes. I don't know.
I'll prove myself. Whatever it takes.
Salt and Pepper will remember that.
Only if we write it down, though.
Everybody in our crew has a role, you know? I'm the quartermaster. I make sure we've got enough of what we need, plus surplus to sell for a tidy profit.
Sounds important.
No lie! This lousy gang of miscreants may seem civilized, but take away their fresh milk and see how long you've got before they go totally feral. Pepper, obviously, is the captain. Nothing happens without his say-so. He's the scourge of the seas, rules with an iron paw, cross him at your peril, etc.
I have been known to play with my prey.
But he also plays with his friends and family. You never really know where you stand. The one thing we've all got in common is we bring the shock and awe. It's the only way to make sure you get what's yours in this crazy world.
I can be rowdy to get what I want.
Do it then! Show 'em your claws! You know, it occurs to me you might be able to help us out with something. You any good with that broom?
Yeah.
Well, you see those cannons on our ship? They're murder to reach, but they gotta be cleaned out to be of any use. Then you show up with a gravity-defying janitorial tool. It's like it's meant to be. And now just put it in reverse. Careful not to breathe any of that soot in. Might not be great for the lungs.
Oh, so see? You do care.
Yeah, I care about not getting sued. Humans are litigious. Now come on, Sylvia. There's lots more cannons to clean. How's that for teamwork? And before you say anything, supervision is a critical contribution to any team effort, and that is what I brought to the table.
You sound like this owl I know.
Well, he sounds smart and delicious. Fair warning, though. Being a pirate's about more than cleaning cannons and swabbing the deck.
I don't scare easy.
Just ask my competitors.
I would ask him, but I'm assuming you killed him. Wink. I gotta say wink on account of the eye patch.
Sylvia, you must be curious about our eye patches.
I've been meaning to ask about it. What are the odds you'd both lose an eye?
Yeah, not very high, those odds. I ain't ever lost an eye. This eye patch is just a fashion accessory.
Oh, I assumed...
Yeah, I get that a lot. But I'll have you know I'm very careful around pointy things, explodey things, and monsters that eat cats in whole or in part. But I wanted to show solidarity with Pepper, you know? Hence, the eye patch.
Well, what happened to Pepper then?
We don't talk about that!
It's all right, Salt. I don't mind.
Tell me about it, Pepper.
It all started a long time ago, Sylvia. I was a little more than a kitten. My papa was helmsman then. He used to let me sit on his lap and put my paws on the wheel. The night in question, the moon was full and bright, and those were the nights I felt safest. You see, rival ships couldn't sneak up on us in the moonlight. Predatory birds couldn't swoop down without us being spotted first. It never occurred to me that the danger would come from within.
Mutiny! It's the worst thing a cat can do, Sylvia. It's unnatural.
My papa was loyal to the captain. Mutineers knew he wouldn't surrender the helm. So the cowards took him out from behind. They almost got me in the process. But they let me live. Then they lived to regret it.
Me and Pepper and a few other kittens got bundled up in a lifeboat and set adrift. When we were done licking our wounds, we went after those traitors.
We hunted them for years, systematically dismantling their network of allies and associates. Eventually, there were no safe ports left to them. Nowhere to buy food or restock fresh milk. They were trapped on their ship, friendless, paranoid, and malnourished. Only then did we launch a direct assault.
And vengeance was ours at last!
Wow, that's pretty dark, you guys. But at least you made them pay for their betrayal. And for the loss of your eye, Pepper.
Oh, sorry. I guess it wasn't clear. I didn't actually lose my eye until right after all that. We all got into the catnip to celebrate our victory, and I ran into a tree. Accidents happen.
Yeah, trees, man. What's up with them? We don't got those on a boat. Anyway, there's a moral in all this. You gotta choose what role you're gonna play in this life. Offense or defense? Victim or revenger? Pirate or patsy? I know which I'd choose.
You've given me a lot to think about.
Well, don't think too long or hard. Nothing good comes of that, usually.